Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be discussing about how to register a trademark in the UK. Before making the application for trademark registration in the UK, let us first find out the prerequisites of filing the trademark application. 1. Decide the trademark classes to apply for the trademark. In the first step, you must first decide on at least one class and one term to register your trademark. The class is selected for the services and goods that you wish to get your trademark for. A class covers a general category of services and goods, while a term is more specific. Second, check if any other has a similar trademark. You should also check whether someone else has the same or similar trademark to yours or not. For that, you must check the trademark database. This can be checked by filing a right start application, and then the UK IPO will have the responsibility to check similar trademarks on your behalf before you proceed to pay the total fee. Third, seek professional help and advice before applying. After applying the trademarks database, if you find that a similar trademark exists, you must seek professional advice to find other options to get your trademark registered. It is advised that you should not proceed further with filing the standard application without obtaining professional advice if you have discovered that there are trademarks that are already identical or similar to what you want to get registered. The UK IPO will call all the holders of the similar trademarks at the time when you will apply for the trademark. Now let us go through the step-by-step procedure of filing a trademark application in the UK. The first step involves conducting a full trademark search. It is not mandatory for the applicant to conduct a prior trademark search before filing the application. It is strongly recommended to conduct a prior trademark search before filing the application, as it helps you to find out the availability of your desired trademark and whether a similar and potentially conflicting trademark already exists in the same class or not. Since significant changes cannot be made to the application after submission to the UK IPO and the fee is also not refunded, it is always suggested to conduct a comprehensive trademark search before filing the application. The second step involves preliminary check of the application by the UK IPO. After filing the trademark application, the UK IPO conducts a preliminary check to ensure that all the requirements of the application have been met. There are two types of requirements, namely essential requirements and B, non-essential requirements. Essential requirements are necessary for obtaining the filing date, and non-essential requirements should be met before the application is sent for examination purposes. If the UK IPO finds that the requirements have been met, the filing date becomes the date when the application is received by the UK IPO. However, if the filing date has not been met, then the filing date becomes the date when the last document is submitted in putting the application in order. The third step involves sending the application for the registration of the trademark. Before sending the application, you need to decide what you wish to get registered as a trademark. For example, a slogan, a word, or an illustration. You also need to know the personal and company details of the intended owner of the trademark and the type of services or goods you want to use for the trademark. The cost of filing the application depends on the type of application and the number of classes you select for trademark registration. Where you have multiple versions of the trademark, you can choose to file a series application. A maximum of 6 variations can be filed in a series application, and the cost will be less than what it would cost to register them separately. If you are not confident about meeting the rules for registration of trademark, you can choose the option of right start application before filing the standard application and before payment of the full fee. The cost of filing a standard application is £170, whereas the cost of filing a right start application is £100. If you do not wish to avail the option of filing the trademark application online, you can choose to file the application through offline mode via post and pay the prescribed fee of £200. In the fourth step, examination of the trademark application takes place. Once the application has been filed with the UK IPO, the department examines the particulars of the application and sends you an examination report within a period of 2 to 3 weeks. In the fifth step, objections are raised by the UK IPO. The examination report tells you about the deficiencies in the particulars of your application. These are known as the objections that are raised by the UK IPO itself. UK IPO then gives you a 2 months period to resolve the objections mentioned in the application. The UK IPO also on its own searches for existing trademarks that are same or similar to that of your proposed trademark. If the office finds any such existing mark, then they'll contact both you and the registered holder of the similar or same trademark. In case there are no objections and both parties resolve them, your trademark application will be published in the Trademarks Journal for a period of 2 months, and anyone in public has the option to oppose your application. In the sixth step, opposition from the third parties are heard. It is the duty of the UK IPO to inform you whether any objections have been raised against your application in the given time period. If there are any objections raised against your application, you will not be able to further register your trademark under the relevant class or terms until the matter is resolved among the parties. In the seventh step, commencement of opposition proceedings takes place. As an applicant, you have the following options to resolve the matter. Either speak to the objecting parties and resolve the matter, or withdraw your application, or defend your application via legal route where you only will be required to bear the legal costs. In the eighth step, registration of the trademark takes place. If the application receives no objection from the public, the entire trademark registration process takes a time period of 4 months. The registered trademark lasts for a period of 10 years. Let us now discuss the documents that are required while submitting an application for registration of trademark in the UK. The address and name of the applicant making the application for the trademark registration, a representation and description of the sign proposed to be registered as a trademark, a graphical representation of the proposed sign to be registered as a trademark, a declaration that the applicant intends to use the trademark within the next 5 years, proof of payment of the statutory fee. Thank you. For more such information, please subscribe to the channel.